for me, questions are okay, you know? I want to assume that they come from the right place. I do think that for me in the past, I felt this need when people have asked me to like list my resume, but now I'm at a point where I kind of, I was at this fancy dinner recently and there's, this like kind of ridiculous guy sitting next to me who was older and I guess accomplished and telling me about all his accomplishments. And at one point he said, "What do you do?" And then I said, "I'm a comedian." And it felt so good because I felt myself relax and feel like, he's going to ask me, "What have you been on?" Or like, or he's going to look at me in a certain way because I'm not famous and he doesn't know who I am, and now historically I would have been like, but I've done this and I'm working on this and I'm working on that. And I just sort of relaxed and thought it's so nice that I don't I can curse, right?
Absolutely.
A fuck what this guy thinks of me or where and another thing that people in New York do to put you in a box or to judge you is ask you in what neighborhood you live.
Ah.
And I used to live in the East Village. And so I would get people going, "Oh, okay. Aha. So you must, you have done well in life. Oh, congratulations." Now I live in Ridgewood, Queens. And Queens, And so he said, what neighborhood do you live in? I said, "Ridgewood, Queens." And he said, and I could feel his face kind of go a little bit like, "Oh, it's too bad I was seated next to this peasant," Like,
oh my
I'm joking,
gosh.
but like that kind of like expression. And he said, I said, "Have you been?" And he said, "Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I've driven through it or something." I said,
Oh
"Well, I think
my
you'd remember.
God.
It's a
What
really
the
great
actual
neighborhood."
fuck?
Yeah, right. And I was just like, I think you'd remember. It's a great neighborhood. And it's actually a really cool neighborhood. And it's so beautiful and, whatever. But so all of that, I think now, as the older I get, the more I kind of relax into not attaching my self-worth to my accomplishments. I mean,